of you don't know me, I'm Frans van der Tooy. Today's video is just a quick video on table saw maintenance. Actually not only table saw maintenance, all my machinery in my workshop, my bandsaw, my planer, my thicknesser, sometimes the surface of my mitre table or my drill press table. I do give maintenance to all the working surfaces of all my equipment. Why do you need to do that? It's always nice to have a very smooth surface. If you cut a piece of wood and it's sliding nice and smooth over your working surface, it's just much easier, it gives you as much smoother cut and the less effort that you need to put in. So yeah, I like to have a good shiny work surface on my table saw and my other power tools. So how I do that, I just take some solvent, spirits, methylated spirits works well, acetone works well. So what I will do is I will just take a rag, I will wet it, I will wipe the surface properly to get rid of any oily residue or dust or waxes that's on there from previous finishes. I will sand it smooth then. I will perhaps take my random orbital sander with used 240 grit sandpaper or the finest that you have. I think if you go any coarser than 240 you will end up with some bad scratches on your table. This table is scratched already. It's not a very high quality saw. It's also a Chinese brand, Martlet. Gave me good service for the last 16-17 years. I'm fairly happy with the saw, but yeah, if you look at the table close up, you can see it's not of the best quality that there is. But I have refinished the surface a few times with my belt sander, and yeah, it's working good for me. So yeah, what I will do is I will wipe it dry now with the solvent. Then I will go over the table with my random orbital sander, like I said, with some used 240 grit sandpaper. And then I will polish it afterwards. I'm going to use this normal Cobra floor polish. You can use car polish as well, it works good. I found that the Cobra polish is a little bit more durable than car polish. And it leaves a nice protective layer on your saw. Even when you spill a little bit of glue on that, the glue tends not to stick very good to the polish. And also when you have some water spills on the table, it will repel the water. So let's get on with the cleaning and I'll show you how we do it. So the first step, I will just take some of these meths on a rag. You can use quite a lot. Then I will start wiping the surface. Small circular motions, remove all old wax, any other residue that's on the table. So you will see when you put the wax on your table saw or even on your band saw, and you have a proper smooth surface that's polished, you take a lot less effort to do cutting or any working or any movement of material on the table of the table saw. You can even do it on the sides of your fence. You can put some polish on there or any paste wax. It's very effective and it makes a huge improvement in your saw quality. I'm just about done. So on this side of the saw, you will see I have a piece of wood that I've just used to extend my table saw's table. So I polished the wood surface as well. I have got some bad scratches in my table saw, as I not only use my table saw for cutting wood, sometimes I do cut some aluminium, not very thick, but let's say maximum 5mm aluminium that I also cut. Sometimes I use it as a table to put some things on there, so there's a few deep scratches from some pieces of metal that I've moved over the table. That's not ideal to do that, but yeah, I think it's wiped down properly now. Let's start with the sanding. So here I have, this is also 240 grit. It's used quite a lot, it's very worn out. Here's also a 240. It's not as worn. I'm going to start off this one. So now I will take a clean rag and spread it out on my table. I will take some of this Cobra polish, put some dabs of polish all over the table. And the wood as well. So now I will take this rag, I will lay it open on the table. Then I take my orbital sander with the sandpaper just to protect the sanding sponge with the hook and loop. I'll put it on top and I will start polishing the table with this rag. So after the buff with the orbital sander, I will just take a clean rag, new rag. We'll see there's no dirt on it. Now if you wipe your table, your rag's supposed to be clean. There's no residue from the cast iron that can transfer onto your rag. And if you flip it over, you will see you have a very clean surface on your rag. Also, to do a test, I'll just take this piece of scrap wood. I use this for my router, and look how seamlessly it slides over the table. So this is what you are looking for a work surface on your table saw, on the bandsaw. Now I'm going to put a few drops of water on the table. So you will see whenever I blow the water now, the surface tension will keep the water nice together. And the moisture can't damage or rust your surface of your table saw. So the floor polish gives ample protection against the water or moist on your table saw. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've learned something out of this, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe out there. Bye bye.